Pep, because Southampton lost their last league game 9-0, a lot of jokes about how many you were going to score today, but you picked a very strong team. So did you always feel it could be quite a close game rather than 5 or 6-0?
Maybe you didn't play, you were not in a young age as a football player, but the football player have pride, you know? They are human beings and they suffer. And when that's happened, they don't want to live again what happened in that position. And as a manager, Southampton, I understand completely, maybe he decided to play in that way. It's in our job to try to attack them, but I knew it not now. In the Carabao Cup, I told to the players, the team. So our big mistake, our big problem for the next two games is live against one team, like they suffer, you know, his own pride, and they are not going accept under any circumstances to live again what happened against Leicester. And that means win the duels, be aggressive, defend the corners, wait the right moment for the set pieces, for a corner, for one counter-attack, for an action they have. So we knew it, and unfortunately for the goal we concede, and after it's more difficult. But even with that, we have incredible good momentum in the first half, and in the second half we have maybe 35 minutes, like we were so intense, so aggressive, and that's why we did it.
Pep, does that win feel all the more important, given that Liverpool got yet another late winner today as well? Does that make it feel more important for you?
But when we won, Liverpool still didn't win, and at the end again won. When it happened not once, twice, happened a lot of times because it's a talent. So when they won many games for the last minutes, it's because they are in a special character, and it's good of that. So the first season, the triple, when we won the 100 points, we won 4 or 5 games in the last minutes, and last season no, we won most of the times more comfortable or didn't win in the last minutes. And okay, it's the first year, like in Norwich, for example, we had a lot of chances in the second half, we could not convert. And today, unfortunately, we create these chances and we could score a goal. And that was good.
Hello, Pep. 2 seasons ago, famous late win against Southampton was an important victory in your title win. When Kyle Walker scored that late goal, did you get a similar kind of feeling?
When 2 seasons ago, the goal was later. There was not another option here, and instead it was a few minutes. So, yeah, but quite similar. So it was more difficult this time because they scored a goal, like 2 years ago didn't happen, and for only shoot on target. And we were patient, but in the same time we were so aggressive in all the actions, in the throw-ins, in the corners and free kicks, and the rhythm was high from the day for the first minute, and that was so good. So big compliment for the team because it was not easy and we did it.
Hi Pep, I asked the other week about the amount of crosses the team does. Today, more than any other team in the league this season, obviously more than the previous games City have had. You mentioned last time it was about the second balls. Could you just explain exactly what it is you're looking for and why particularly the team made so many crosses today?
Because defend 11 players in penalty spot, in the 18-yard box, they defend like a tree. They allowed you to go outside, they don't allow you to go inside. And the only place is there with this setup, the 5-3-2, they allowed you to go outside, so it's the only chance. So there are not spaces, my friend, there are not spaces. So Ings and Redmond defend in 18-yard box, so it's not the spaces. It's be patient, crosses, second ball crosses, and put the ball the first half. Or David or Raheem should be more close to Sergio. And they were both outside of that position, so we need players. Unfortunately for the injury for David, and Gabriel went there, and we had more options for this kind of option. We need people in the box because they are there, so it's almost impossible. You are outside, say, where are the spaces to attack? You don't find it. It's just the talent for the crosses from Kyle and crosses and second balls, and this kind of balls that finish there, try to score a goal.
So when it's the second ball, you've got players waiting on the edge of the box and they're ready to pound straight away, and then you might have the shot from when it's clear.
Yeah, because they are so close. So the distance between the back five, the 3 players and 2 players, maybe it's 10 meters, 12 meters. So always you are one leg, 2 legs, 1 arm, one position, one body. So there's no space. So honestly, it's not a space. And we make the space big because we have the wingers wide, the fullbacks wide. But it's difficult. It's difficult. That's why we were patient, but at the same time we were constant. And that's why we could make a good comeback.